Hey everyone, Ben here. Now it's been 107 days since I made a video on AMS 2. Does that mean I don't like the sim anymore? Will it ever feature regularly on the channel again? Well, it's complicated. I've been playing AMS 2 since day one, lured in by the fantastic graphics of the Madness engine and the sim pedigree of Reza Studios. I've bought virtually all DLC for the title with my own money, and I've covered most of the big title updates and core physics improvements on the channel. And improved the physics certainly have. It's been a long journey, but through successive updates, the sim has gotten more enjoyable to drive. The core driving experience has gotten more believable and authentic, with many characteristics of the Madness engine that were holding it back having been significantly improved. To my hands, that feels particularly the case for newer content, either the paid DLC or the cars released free in the base game. Because there's such a wealth of content in the sim, that can mean some pretty big inconsistencies between different cars and classes in terms of quality. Nevertheless, the limited release of version 1.6 physics on some of the open wheel cars and the Brazilian touring cars in the sim feels particularly promising, especially when it comes to how the cars rotate and where the limit is for pushing cars before they ultimately break traction and spin. But if AMS 2 is no longer just a pretty face, is it now enjoyable to race? Well, unfortunately, in my experience, too often it isn't. That's partially because of missing features that might give more reasons to race, like a structured offline career or proper ranked online racing. But it's also because the AI remains a real work in progress, one which to me at least feels like it's frustratingly taking steps forward and backward with each update. There are moments where I've been really impressed with the AI, but then there are others where honestly it's just not up to scratch, sometimes not even close. The most frustrating aspects for me include the AI getting stuck in trains, unable to pass each other but running unrealistically close together. This has the impact of then making it next to impossible for you to pass on many circuits, as the track is just too packed with cars in the braking zone. It's compounded by the AI's continuing ability to be much quicker than you in certain parts of the track and much slower in others. It leads to unpredictable racing and unnecessary crashes. And then there's the blue flag AI, which means even the recent addition of endurance-based content can be frustrating to race as cars struggle to make their way through slower classes. So, have I fallen out of love with AMS 2, and will it be coming back to the channel? Well, I've started and abandoned several AMS 2 related videos over recent months because I just couldn't enjoy the experience of racing, and it would feel disingenuous to me to then create content based on footage that it took me more than 10 takes to create because of repeated issues with the AI. But I do find myself missing the sim. The Brazilian and classic content is unique, the quality of tracks is amazing, and ultimately I still want the game to improve and be the sim that long-time players like me have always wanted it to be. I truthfully have no sense of how big a job Reza has on their hands to deliver that vision, but I'm sure it's large and I appreciate the scale of updates that they bring to the title. And I hear from those with access to the beta release that lots of the issues in this video are being worked on. But my time, like yours, is precious, so I only bring content to the channel that I genuinely enjoy and that I think you will too. So no, I haven't fallen out of love with AMS 2, it's more of a trial separation. I'm excited to play the full 1.6 release when it lands, and on balance it's good that there isn't an arbitrary release date for it. It'll be ready when it's ready. My hope is that this release finally offers some stability to the game and makes AMS 2 a viable option to become the sim I primarily use for offline racing. The moment you see more AMS 2 on the channel is the moment you'll know that I'm back really enjoying it again. But in the meantime, check out this video for an example of just how good the sim can be when the stars align.